Welcome back. Finally posted another update video after all this time. So might as well talk about what's been going on for the last few weeks. I'm gonna be frank, nothing much has really changed. Although I have to say that, as you can see here, my Social Tube Extermination has been one of my probably one of my interesting games to do either on screen or off screen, just to de-stress or turn my brain off in a way. I know I've said this many times, but in my personal opinion, I think that little game is fun. I wish I had the same number of players like Helldivers 2, but it's still pretty fun, and it's nice to just have fun and just have a good time. And as for Final Fantasy 14 Online, I finally finished the society quests all the way from the beginning of the game up to the latest expansion in the game. So the only thing that needs to be done in that MMO is basically all the other content, like the dungeons, maybe some Savage or Unreal, or some of the raids that I have not done yet. Haven't exactly been in the mood to do those, and those can be pretty challenging, I hear. Maybe at some point I'll actually give it a try. And as from our rivals, I still like the game, but it's gone to the point where I'm only gonna play it when I'm in the mood. They will continue to add more heroes to the game, like they have for the last year or so this game has been out. But I am not really worried about climbing the competitive rank as much. But it would be nice to play for an actual esports team if I was given the opportunity. But that's not something that I want to get. I don't want to ruin my sanity or lose my sanity for. But it'd be very nice if I was given the chance, if I was to be competitive, because I actually do like that game. It's just, finding decent teammates is not always easy to put together. But I digress. Age of Empires 4 is something that maybe at some point I will try to play a little bit more again, but I'm not very good at that game. I never actually bothered to practice the keyboard shortcuts or the hotkeys or anything like that, but maybe I'll start practicing it a little bit more off screen, because I tried doing it on screen for the first time in a very long time. It did not go very well. But then again, I wasn't very good at Marvel Rivals either, so you just had to put in the time and repetition just to do it. And Phasmophobia, like I said, I think I've said this before, but Phasmophobia is something that not really interested in playing anymore. That game is just repetitive at this point, and they haven't exactly added much to update the game to add some quality of life stuff to it that I hoped. The only other Phasmophobia clone for the time being is this one, the other side. But the problem with that game is the player base for that game has not exactly gone up significantly ever since it came out. Maybe it will go up at some point, but it's not always easy getting players to play the game, even if I was just looking for one other player. And I've tried doing LFGs as well, but those are not always easy, and sometimes you don't get any results from that. And I do try to join other people's lobbies, but those sometimes can go on for quite a while before sometimes the game gets going, or sometimes there's nothing at all. So it has been unfortunate. This also finally went through this Steam library a little bit more. Just try to see if any of the games actually spark my interest. And I'll try my best to try to play some of the gifted games almost immediately if possible, so I'm not going to put it on a backlog for later. So yeah, nothing much has really changed, but we still got the merch store going, thankfully. So this is something that you can still get if you wish, and a couple other things as well. I'm actually curious to see how good the quality is with this third-party supplier, because the previous one, a long time ago, used to exist, but not anymore. But anyway, still glad to be here after all these years. So if you wish to support the show, please do so. It's always greatly appreciated. Even especially if this was able to turn full time. That'd be very nice to do for the rest of my life, or as long as I can. So I'll see you guys again very soon.